Por si acaso. Por si acaso. Por si acaso. This means just in case. Okay? Once again, if we translate this word by word, it's a little weird. The por means a bunch of things, but the main meaning is by, for, okay? Si means if, remember, without the accent mark, means if. And acaso, that means perhaps. So, for, if, perhaps. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. But as a phrase, it means just in case. Just in case. So, let's look at some examples. Ponte un abrigo por si acaso. Ponte un abrigo por si acaso. Okay? This means put on a coat just in case. Okay? Maybe it's cold outside and but it's not too cold, not too warm. You don't know what to wear. So just in case, put on a coat. Just in case, okay? Por si acaso. Also, obviously, you can add more to the phrase. You can say, por si acaso hace frío. Okay, so that's a more specific phrase. Just in case, it's like saying just in case it's cold outside, right? Because you're going out. You can even add here, hace frío afuera, if you want to be more literal about it, okay? Ponte un abrigo por si acaso hace frío afuera. Put on a coat just in case it's cold outside. I had it a bit more simple. I had just por si acaso. I added this, but I mean, it's up to you. If you already talked about the weather, you don't have to, repeat over and over that it's cold outside, right? But if you want to be more specific, you can add more to a sentence. Ponte un abrigo por si acaso hace frío afuera. Put on a coat just in case it's cold outside. Ponte un abrigo, put on a coat. Ponte it's from the verb poner. Poner. That poner has many meanings as well. One of them is to put on, to put on, in this case, a coat. Un abrigo. Abrigo means coat. A coat. Poner, ponte un abrigo, put on a coat. Por si acaso is the phrase that we are talking about, just in case. Hace frío. This is also very interesting in Spanish. I already talked about this. Hace frío, hacer frío, hacer calor, hacer. Usually it's used with hacer frío, hacer calor. And that means it's cold, right? I know hacer or hace comes from the verb hacer, which means to make, to do. So it's very, very tricky, I know. But in Spanish, remember, the whole language works differently than English. So hacer frío or hace frío in this situation means it's cold. Afuera, outside. Okay, so that's how it works. The next example, por si acaso. You can use this phrase at the beginning of a sentence, so that's really cool. Por si acaso, coma, lleva dinero en efectivo. Lleva dinero en efectivo. This means just in case, bring cash. Okay? Interesting. Por si acaso. Okay? Lleva, por si acaso what it means, right? You know what it means. Just in case. Lleva, bring, dinero. This whole phrase, actually, dinero en efectivo. dinero en efectivo. This means cash, okay? It's, the whole term, but you can have only efectivo. Lleva efectivo. Okay, that's also okay to say. That means cash. Okay, lleva efectivo. ¿Tienes efectivo? Do you have cash? Or you can say the whole thing, dinero en efectivo, and that means the same, cash. ¿Tienes dinero en efectivo? Do you have cash? Okay, in this case, we're saying just bring some cash. Who knows? Maybe there's no ATMs. I don't know. Just bring some cash. Right? We don't know the situation, but we understand the phrase. I mean, we know kind of the situation. I mean, it applies to different situations, but I mean, if you have to bring cash, it's very likely that you can't use your debit card or credit card, right? Okay, por si acaso, just in case. Remember this phrase. This is a good one. This is used in all Latin America, in Spain. So it's a very, very good phrase to learn. That was, and it pretty much, it doesn't change at all, this phrase. So don't worry about, plural, feminine, masculine. No, it doesn't change. It doesn't change at all. You also don't have to learn any verbs because some phrases have verbs. But this one, you don't need. You don't need to learn anything other than the phrase. And it's very similar to saying just in case. So if you want to say just in case in Spanish, use this phrase. This is it. This is it. Por si acaso.